Previously on Boomtown, USA. Look, if you're gonna be in Rhyolite, while you're here, stay out of trouble.
So what's your guys' band's name?
Legacy of Ash.
Hey, how about Scissor Sisters and the Cocaine Mule?
What's a scissor sister?
Look at this ball.
It's a ghost.
I think it just fell from the museum.
No, Molly did it.
How did my iPad get here? Oh, Teen Titans.
Rita, I'm neither drunk or high enough to have sex with you right now.
According to the forums, a lot of the activity is centered around 2:15.
The camera opens on our episode with the door number 215, and the camera pans back and goes up a floor to an open doorway of 315. You see a man race out, and you see this scantily clad, sleazy-looking, mid-40s some woman. She's walking backwards, staring at the window, screaming, and she's backpedaling quickly. She trips over this drunken Larry's foot, hits the banister, falls through the banister, and screams as she falls 3 stories and hits the floor hard. This sound is audible everywhere in the building. And you guys are probably the closest. It's boom, right behind you. Mm-hmm. You guys are investigating, your equipment's going off. Thud, like this boom, you kind of turn around. More ghost activity.
Yeah. More ghosts, let's go! And so I start running out there with that night vision camera, step over the thing, but as soon as I walk into the light, it just gets really bright on my eyes and in the camera, and I'm like, oh. So I have to flip it off real quick.
Yep. So
and when I do, I see...
Yep. Rip off your headset and you immediately see this mangled woman in lingerie, blood kind of pooling outside the back of her head, right? Her body kind of twisted in shapes that bodies don't twist and form in. I'm going to have, right now, every single person make a pull from the tower just to kind of get to us getting past the shock of Rita's dead body.
Who's going first?
I'm going to say probably in the order of which people see the body. So, fortunately, I will let Kash go first. And then it'll be you two.
And then me.
Yeah, and then it'll be Lex.
This will be my character's first. This will be my first pull.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You just don't get stressed out, do you? I'm supposed to be the chilled one.
Well, mine hasn't done too much yet.
True, you've eaten cake.
I've eaten cake.
There's no loose ones.
So as you're kind of climbing to your feet, you're looking at the banister, and you see...
That one.
Oh, God. God damn it.
The higher up one.
And you rise to your feet.
That one.
This woman having... This Christ. You might have to stand up. You see this woman having kind of gone through... the banister railing of this 3rd floor off in the corner.
Can you fix?
Huh?
Can you fix?
Yeah.
Oh, you go.
Yeah, you can only use one hand. That's pretty much the primary rule of the tower. So as you rise to your feet, you're looking, you kind of climb up, grab the banister, and you feel it kind of give quite a bit. And you kind of immediately let go of the banister. You're looking over the edge. Is Larry afraid of heights or not really? No, he's an adrenaline junkie. He looks over. His eyes adjust to kind of the vertigo of the 3-story building, and you immediately see this woman who was throwing herself at you moments ago, now mangled, blood pooling below her. And as you're kind of looking down at her frame, Chaz and Veronica come racing around the corner wearing this clunky, awkward night vision gear on their head. Go ahead and make a pull. Just ripping the goggles off. You're expecting to see some sort of ghost activity. You even have your little EMF detector arm out in front of you. And you see this dead body ahead of you. This woman that you had seen a few times, not really cared for her company. You're looking down at her.
Oh my gosh.
Sterling's dying.
Yeah, everybody clear the table. So you're looking down at Rita's dead body, and there's this kind of sense of terror overwhelming you.
Oh my god.
And there's just Larry up there. Oh my
And
god.
Larry's just going,
Oh my god.
oh my god. This isn't the first dead hooker that Larry's seen. It probably certainly won't be the last.
Okay.
You probably stop the timer. You come around the corner, and you see this dead body, and what do you say as Veronica's racing behind you? So you can start pulling.
I just kind of sit there with like the camera like focused on the woman,
Oh, that was my head.
realizing it's probably not the most polite thing to be showing, and also her clothes probably won't let me show it on YouTube, so I'm like, just shut the camera off
Yeah.
and say nothing.
So you just kind of lower the camera to your side.
Stone cold.
Just gotta go for it.
Crazy.
There's this click. Veronica races up behind you, and what's your reaction?
Well, I see her, which freaks me out a little bit, but then I look up and I see
Larry leaning over
so
the
I'm just
banister.
like, Larry, what the hell?
So you scream out. Larry is dumbfounded. He doesn't have anything to say. He's like, his hands are on the banister right next to where the section was ripped out.
Why'd I have to go last?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, maybe not that one. Go from the bottom. There's two
She
full
didn't even
rows.
see the body, and she's gonna fucking die
There's
first.
2 full rows below.
Oh, jeez.
And Gretta clicks her iPad, hearing this kind of muffled, because she was still in the room watching TV. Yeah, exactly. So you race out of the room, you look down, and you were in 212 or something? Is that
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
212.
so you come out, and you're kind of looking around, and you kind of hear footsteps shuffling a little bit above you, and then you kind of looking up, and then you look down, and you see a dead body with blood pooling below. And it's this kind of like scantily clad woman that you didn't really, care for or talk to that much.
Well, shit.
Yeah. So we cut to everyone kind of circled around her, and it's just the 4 of you. Fritz is nowhere to be found.
Awesome.
Fritz gives no shits.
Fritz is deaf as fuck, by the way.
Back a little bit. It's a common courtesy to the players. Maybe not lean against the table. Yeah. Okay, so what do you guys do?
Larry, what the hell happened?
I don't know. She tried to have sex with me. I told her no, so I ran out of the room.
So she threw herself
told
to her
her
death.
no?
Like,
I don't know. I don't know. Just ran out of the room and I started getting woozy.
We need to call the cops.
No.
No, we ain't calling no cops.
There's a dead person here.
Chaz.
I go to jail, man.
You remember my name.
Oh my god.
click. Brings the phone. Hey, Spaz Nation.
I know that it's weird, but what are we gonna do? Just leave it here?
We could step around it.
And
What
that
room
solves
are
our
you
problem
in?
now?
We're at 315.
Did you say 315?
315.
It's right above 215.
Good job at
Fuck
common
yeah, it's
knowledge.
one level above it. 315, 215, 115. I don't care.
What if it was a ghost?
Ain't no fucking
There's
ghost,
no
man.
such
She jumped
thing
off
as
a
ghosts.
balcony.
Ghosts are real.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any here, but
Look, alright, there are numerous, there's a lot of, strange stuff that's unexplainable in this world, right? Well, I happen to believe that some of these unexplainable things are ghosts.
Everything can be explained.
The forums are talking about this place a lot right now.
A bunch of nerds like you?
And they say 215 is the center point of, like, the hauntings.
Yeah,
And
but
he
we
was
were
in
on
315.
That's just one floor above it.
Let's go check out the room.
Let's go. I want to see. I want
Alright.
to see. Show me a ghost.
So we're just leaving this dead body here.
To go find the ghost that pushed her. Yeah. Perfect.
Well, Fitz or Fritz?
Fritz.
Fritz isn't around, and we're not calling the cops.
He'll have this cleaned up in the morning. No problem. Yeah, that's terrible.
Somebody should probably call the cops first, though.
No.
I mean, the longer we leave it, the more, like, guilty
There's
we
no
look.
reception here anyway.
I'm sure they have a landline. I was able to call them and schedule a room.
You definitely saw a landline right by the front
We're
desk
not
where
calling
Fritz
the
was
cops.
stationed.
Just, you guys go check the room out.
Let's go check the room out first, and then we'll call the cops. Maybe.
We could just
think we should call the
pretend
cops and then
we
go check
didn't
the room
see it.
I look at you with a... just...
I didn't see it.
like, how there is a woman
I
pancake
didn't see it, man.
on the floor
fucking
right
see
now,
it.
and you didn't see it.
It was room 215, right? Let's go.
No one else came running out here, so the owners of this joint didn't hear it, and that weird Fritz guy didn't hear it.
We should probably
We
get rid of the
can
fucking
just-
body.
You know,
Do you want to touch it? Then your fingerprints will be
Kash, if you want, you can make a pull from the tower to gain a clue from from what happened. You don't have to.
God damn it.
He's just staring at this tower. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to decide.
Ah!
just do it.
I'll do it.
Okay.
You gonna put me on a fucking timer?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I was counting down your 10 seconds to decide.
I might if you fucking stretch before you're gonna pull. Alright. So everybody's arguing about whether or not. Man, there's a whole row. The bottom row is
Go for the
untouched.
middle bottom.
Maybe not the middle, because you guys are running out of blocks pretty quick. Oh, you guys should have went for it earlier. Now there's too much
too heavy.
weight. So as you guys are arguing about whether or not to call the cops, you see kind of Larry off in his own world, thinking deeply on something. Chaz is staring back. He's looking back. He sees the rotary phone on the desk, this old phone. And then he hears Veronica say, "Don't even think about it. We need to figure out what's going on." She's like, "I know Larry, okay? He wouldn't just throw some random whore off the 3rd floor of a building, okay?
You'd have to
Like,
at least know her first.
yeah. He'd have to, like, marry her or, like, you know...
Write a song about her.
Yeah, write 2 songs about her. One a breakup song and one a makeup song, okay? Like, I know Larry, right? We've been friends for
Not
years.
calling the cops.
So Larry
Do
says...
you have money for bond?
Larry, like,
Bail?
gets this idea bulb in his head. She had been looking at something in the room, and she had screamed in terror before she walked backwards. Something she saw must have scared her.
So something she definitely saw right before she fell off the balcony. She was screaming. She saw something.
So let's go check it out. 3rd floor, let's go.
There's got to be somebody up there.
Let's go.
Are you going, or are you calling the police?
Isn't this what your viewers want to see?
This
I
is
mean-
just for you. Y'all be up in 1 second, or let's
Kyle's
go.
like a pretty good kid, and
He
he
lives with his
doesn't want to
grandma.
get in trouble. He knows the sooner the police are called, that looks least suspicious. So he kind of wants to go call the cops. Let them know there's been an accident here. Call 911.
Larry, he really likes you. Say something to him.
Larry, are you sticking around, or are you heading upstairs right away?
No, I'd probably actually go.
I was like, everybody
probably
thinks that you shot her.
I'd probably be shooting up those stairs.
Okay, so Larry just turns and bolts up the stairs.
I follow Larry.
Okay, it's Veronica and Kyle.
I really don't want to sleep with Officer Oscar. And I don't know if sleeping with him is enough to get us out of this situation.
Out of a dead body.
So I'm really trying to convince Kyle, Chaz, the Spaz, not to call the cops.
Just make out with him.
I was like, how hard are you convincing him? Because you're like, there's a lot of downrange about not sleeping with the sheriff. No, I'm just...
Well, I mean, he
Kyle,
does wear t-shirts.
at what point would
I
you
could
just
use
go
one of
over
them.
and call, like,
He has
start
2
calling?
t-shirts.
Now that there's 2 people upstairs, I would probably just be like, I gotta let them know there was an accident.
No,
It's
why?
the only way to be fair to her and to...
How about we go check out what's up there first? Because what if your ghost leaves?
I'm just
and
gonna start walking over towards the phone.
Okay.
do I still have my wine bottle through all of this?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's been like 20 minutes since you were last...
I wasn't gonna hit him. I was gonna hit.
Unplug the land.
Yeah, I'm gonna go unplug the phone. I'm gonna run around him,
Okay.
but I'm drunk, so I don't know how well I can run.
Okay.
I'm not drunk.
Pull from the back.
I'm very close to
You
it.
said you were drunk at dinner.
Drink
to
like
be fair.
5
Yeah.
glasses of
Yeah,
wine
but that's
a
So-
day.
like a normal night.
So
for
you
me.
race over. You're racing over the phone. She's drunkenly racing behind you. She clips her knee, like she clips her leg on this end table with this damn drawer sticking out, and kind of topples down to the ground. And you make it to the phone.
Okay. I'll pick it up, and it's
Okay.
definitely like an old like rotary one, so it's like
Yep.
on there, and then like 9.
It has like a
It's
normal
still the
phone.
fucking normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like 9
Yeah.
1 1.
And there's no ringing, and there's just a few moments, and you just hear,
Hello? Hello, is anyone there? I'd like to report an accident. Someone fell from the 3rd floor at the Bullfrog Boarding House.
I know. I pushed her.
Who is this?
What's going on over there? Hang up the phone.
Who?
So
pushed-
you get up and you race over,
Yeah.
and he's just like, what? Like, he's
Who are you
really
even
confused.
talking to?
Wait, say that again.
Who are you talking to? Can I?
I said there's been an accident.
Can I steal the phone from him?
There will be more.
What?
Can I steal the phone
Yeah,
from him?
you steal the
No.
phone from
There
him.
was no accident. This is a prank call. It's fine.
Click, or do you just stay on the line?
I'm gonna stay on line to see if he was actually talking to
Okay.
anybody because he was being really weird.
And so you're like, there was an accident. Sorry, what did you say?
He said there was no accident. He
Oh,
was
okay.
prank call.
Okay.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. So there's just like dead silence. Like you're expecting to hear the sheriff. No answer.
Were you even talking to anyone?
There was someone on the other line. They said they pushed her. I think he said there would be more accidents.
Well, if someone pushed her, it wasn't an accident.
And you kind of hear this weird sound like, and you kind of look up, and you definitely heard it from like the center of the room, kind of up, and you're holding on to the phone. Do you leave the phone, or do you just kind of hang off for a second?
I leave the phone.
Okay, so you set the phone down, or you hand it back to Kyle, and you walk out, and there's just this rope hanging from the center of the room. There's this beautiful massive chandelier on the center of the 3rd story, and there's a rope with a noose at the end of it, and the noose is long enough to like perfectly hang someone from like the 3rd floor, and then they dangle and snap their neck around the 2nd floor right above the grand staircase. And there's just this perfectly tied beautiful noose that's empty, but it could definitely easily fit someone's head in there. And we cut to Larry up in the 3rd floor.
Oh, you have to come to me.
I don't want to go there.
You ran up with him,
Yeah,
too, right?
yeah. I'm
So
right
you
behind.
cut up, the video, like the shot cuts up, and you come around the corner, and you're walking into the 3rd floor, the 315. and moments later, Gretta runs up right behind you. She looks at the broken, snapped banister, and then you guys turn into the room. And what are you looking for?
So
I'd probably shoot into the room and immediately open the closet, look under the bed.
Yeah. So you're just looking around.
And I'm going to say, all right, Larry, you can tell me exactly what really happened.
Yeah, so he's tearing this room apart.
Yeah,
real quick.
it's okay. Dude, just chill. Tell me what happened.
Dude, she was just trying to have sex with me, and I told her no.
Really?
But I was all banged out on cocaine, and I've been drinking all night. So I tried to run out of the room, but I was so dizzy. I don't know what happened. I was just dizzy.
Did you do this?
No, I ran out of the room, and I fell down in the hallway. And the next thing I know, she's screaming and falls off the balcony.
Why would she be screaming?
I don't know. That's why she was screaming at something in the room. There had to have been somebody in the room.
Somebody? It was more than just you two?
No.
So at this moment, if somebody wants to make a poll, they can see something.
Not I.
Like one of those two somebodies? Or
It has to be in the room.
Oh gosh. I will make the poll for us, because
Okay.
somebody.
Okay, so as you're watching him tear apart the room, somebody, she was screaming at something or somebody. And earlier, probably not more than a quarter hour earlier, you had kind of heard the wind pick up and the sand start hitting the window and stuff like that, really picking up the wind. And you look out the window because something catches your eye. You're looking out and there's a fire in the fire pit out back, blazing. And it's too hard to tell because you're on the third floor, but in the firelight you can almost see faces of people sitting around a campfire out back.
Look out the window.
There are people down there?
I don't know.
Who are they?
Well, how would I know? The fire shouldn't be going. It's too windy out there, isn't it?
And at this moment, you hear a little boy's giggle. Sorry, at this moment you hear a little girl giggle. And she says, "Have you seen my brother?" And we cut downstairs. Just the voice behind you, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen my brother? And cut. Okay, we cut back to you guys on the line. You're looking at this noose and you're trying to talk to Kyle, and Kyle's back listening to the phone.
Is the voice?
I imagine it's just like a dial tone now.
Nope, it clicks twice, and you hear. And it definitely sounds like two people being intimate. And you're listening and you're like, what the fuck is this, right? You're listening harder.
It's a noise Kyle's heard before.
You hear.
Are you sure about that?
Well, you live with your grandma, so I mean, it's not anything like. It's the guy, the male voice is panicked and vigorous, and the girl is sounding very much muffled and tortured. And you kind of hear this sound and you're like, what the hell? And you just kind of hear this crying. And in a moment you hear, help me.
Like
And then
on the
nothing.
phone, I can.
Yeah. Through the phone you hear,
Where are you?
help me.
Where
And
are
then
you?
Nothing. 2 clicks and the line goes, beep.
I'll hang
Or I
up.
guess whatever old timey phones make. And
Yeah.
you get over there and he's clicking the phone.
What are you doing?
I'll go ahead and hang it up, and I'm like, someone's in trouble. We need to help.
Well, come look at this thing.
Then I start grabbing the keys. And I'm like, what thing?
From the chandelier, there's a rope hanging.
I look out there and I see the rope and I'm like, there's definitely something wrong in this town.
So at that moment, we cut up to these two, and they turn around, and there's nothing, right? Like you were expecting to like see a girl behind you. Have you seen my brother? And you turn around, and it came from the doorway of this room.
I bolt out into the hallway.
So as you bolt out, are you running out too?
Yeah.
Yeah. You both see this rope hanging from the chandelier, kind of swinging the chandelier as the crystals clang together. And you look down and you see these two staring up at this noose. Like, no one has been up here with you guys. They've been downstairs. You could even hear them a little bit arguing about the phone. And you guys raced straight up here, and this was not here when you ran into the room.
The fuck you guys doing with the rope?
Did you put this here?
No,
Is this
did
some
you?
kind of joke?
There's no way they could have done this. If anything, you guys would have had done it. Yeah.
Did you put this here?
No, there's no way that rope was there.
I didn't see it when we entered the room.
How would anybody even reach it?
So you guys are like shouting at each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are shouting like, what? Like, what's going on? And you hear right next to you, keep your voice down or you'll be sorry.
I'd honestly probably just fucking book it downstairs.
Okay.
I'd get the fuck out of there.
There's only the two staircases, and this one came from the left. You heard nothing. He just turns and he starts racing down the hallway. Are you screaming? Like, what's...
Yeah, I'd probably be, what the fuck is going on?
Okay. Yeah. You're running down the hallway screaming.
Just like, what the hell, dude?
As he leaves you in the dust.
Yeah.
I'd probably not even acknowledge it. I'd probably just
not at all.
Scream and run.
Make a pull from the tower. Keep your voice down or you'll be sorry. Clearly, a little girl's voice in your ear. You turn.
Oh my God.
The only person between you and anything is Gretta, and you know that voice, and there's no way in hell that she whispered that to you. You turn and run, and before you know it, you are flying down 3-4 stairs at a time, just bounding down these half stairwells. And you get down to the second floor, and then you run to the top of the second-story grand staircase, and this noose is just like dangling 10 feet above you, swinging from the chandelier. You race down the stairs, blowing past Rita's dead body, and you race down to these two. I mean, you had like made it down there in like less than a minute easily. Yeah.
I'd probably just shoot outside, just to fucking get the fuck out of there for a second.
Okay. So you just blow through the doors.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys do?
I shout up at her. What the hell happened up there?
We saw something outside, out back, fire, people.
I'm just gonna be like, something's not right. Someone's in trouble, and I'm gonna go start trying to check like all of the rooms and opening them, looking for that voice I heard that said, "Help me."
Okay. And that voice was definitely a little bit older too, like from what you could tell. It definitely sounded more mature as an adult than obviously. I mean, it's player knowledge, but you could hear like these guys heard like a child's voice, right?
And I heard more of an adult's voice.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you just grab a bunch of keys and like, where do you start?
Probably down on the first floor. I grabbed like all of the keys off that board.
Okay.
And
These are now. This is a lot of keys. You're probably gonna have to leave like all your equipment on the tables.
I'm
and stuff
not
like that.
planning on filming right now.
Okay,
So.
fair enough. Yeah. Okay, so you just grab all the first floor keys because they're kind of like awkward unless you start putting them in pockets or whatever. So he starts racing and checking rooms. What are you doing? Like you're still screaming at her, right?
Yeah.
So you're screaming up at her.
Yeah, I probably start going up to get to her.
Yeah. So
I
as
wouldn't wanna
you're
be
like
by
gonna start
myself.
walking, right? He's just setting down stuff, loading pockets full of keys, and you hear something off to the side, off to the right, kind of deeper within the darkened museum. You hear kind of something fall off a pedestal or hit the ground, kind of this wooden clack, clack, clack against a wooden floor. And you kind of look over, and the darkness just kind of peers back at you.
Okay. I wouldn't want to go check it out, not by myself
No.
anyway.
No.
No.
Yeah. But it just sounds like a toy falling to the ground or something.
Okay.
Yeah. And so you start racing up. And then, are you just staying up on the third floor? Or are you racing down, or what are you doing?
Actually, I was gonna head back into the room to see if I could still see what was out back before we got disturbed by the voice.
Yeah. So you look out the back window, and it's pitch black. Yeah.
Figured as much.
Yeah.
Is she in the room by then, or?
Well, we're going to cut to him because he's probably the most immediate thing, right?
I don't know.
You blew through the doors
Blew
outside.
through the front doors.
Okay.
Throwing up or anything?
Okay, so you race outside. There's a sandstorm going on. You're kind of shielding your eyes. You're turned around. None of this looks familiar, even though this was on Golden Street, which was just like a wide, one of the only like paved roads in the town. And you just kind of walk out, and this sandstorm's just kind of pelting you. And you're looking around. There's like no lights whatsoever. You see like moonlit shaped buildings off in the like across the street, but like you don't. You're looking like where the gas station was, where you remembered it, and it's just more like silhouetted buildings that, just small houses. Small, like, one-story houses.
Now, is there, like, a fairly large building, apparently?
The hotel?
Yeah.
Oh, very much so.
So, for me to get around to the building, to kind of shelter myself away from the window a little bit,
Yeah.
to try to get around to see on the backside.
Okay, so you're just going to head around one of the sides?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit of a trek.
Right.
Okay, so the camera kind of shows you blow through the door, and you're kind of scrambling, you're looking around, kind of shielding your eyes, and you turn around and look at the door, and you're like, there's no way in hell I'm going back in there. So you kind of turn the corner of the hotel, and you start, like, racing along the side of it. Okay, we cut back up to you guys upstairs.
So,
So you race into the 315, and she's, like, staring out the window, dumbfounded.
What are you looking at?
I swear, a couple minutes ago there was, like, a bonfire type of thing in the pit, and there was a group of people around it, and then, I don't know, but I swear I heard the voice of a little girl. You didn't do that, did you?
I wasn't even up here.
That we know of. I mean, I wasn't facing that way.
I was down with that YouTube thing, Chaz, the whole time.
Who?
He got freaked out by something on the phone. The guy whose cake you ate.
Oh, cake guy. Alright.
Cake guy. But there's nothing out there right now. What did you see?
It was a fire in the pit, and there was a bunch of people circled around it. Larry saw it too.
Should we go get Larry?
In that moment, you hear... You hear sounds of a struggle coming directly through the floor below you.
So from the room 215?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we go check that out? What was that?
Well,
It honestly
Is it-
sounds like a fist fight or something happening.
is it Larry and YouTube guy?
I don't know. Should we go find out?
Let's go.
Okay. We cut to outside. You're still going through rooms? Right?
Yeah, so as I'm opening the rooms, like, I find the key, open, like, room 101, like, toss the door open, don't see anything,
Yeah.
leave the key there in the door.
Okay.
and then kind of moving on. So I'm moving fairly quickly.
Deal. So you're kind of making your way around. We're going to cut back to you outside. So you come around one of the long sides, you come around, and the wind is like very much sheltered in this kind of back area. It's like really, really dark. You're in the shadow of the shadow of the building between you and the moon. So it's almost pitch black back here. And the front of the building towards Golden Street, the wind is like howling and just blowing sand everywhere. And you feel like the more you slide along the backside, the more you kind of head for behind the building, the easier the wind is kind of letting up.
Yeah.
And as you so you're sliding along the side of the building, and as you kind of reach the corner, you see signs of firelight flickering, casting shadows against the trees, bouncing around, and you hear sounds of voices coming from the back. They seem to be very merry. They seem, someone is playing the guitar like an older, just wooden guitar, and it seems to be like a very kind of chill group in the middle of the sandstorm, right?
Yeah.
And you hear soft singing, humming.
Yeah, I'd probably just continue getting my way to the back.
Okay, so as you turn the corner, you see probably like 15 to 20 people out back, sitting on logs around this fire pit, and the second you come around that back part of the building, the sandstorm is done. There's nothing but the sound of him, guitar, and these people are all dressed very much like these kind of bad 60s movies. They have like these headbands made of flowers, and they have these tie-dye or hemp t-shirts, and they're kind of sitting around. There's this guy, there's a couple people, playing on the guitar, and people kissing each other, and there's a guy standing near the threshold of the fire, the yellow glow barely casting upon him. He's wearing this dark robes, and he has this beautiful ornate golden sun as this cowl behind him, and he definitely carries himself with the composure of the person in charge, a person with a plan. And this very much immediately just takes you as a group of free love, and none of this makes sense. It's almost like you entered a new world. Go ahead and make a pull from the tower.
But we still didn't
I
see
feel like
fire
I'm
when
pulling
was
from the
back
tower
up.
like a fuckload right now, by the way.
Makes you feel any better. My character's still in full.
You also ran outside of the hotel.
I'm not fucking saying that, right?
So as you come around the back, and you see, as you just kind of see this scene unfold, and you almost feel drawn into them, like they might have answers for you. You had seen them out the window, and you step forward, and in a moment, they all turn and look at you. All 15 eyes staring at you.
One hand. One
You
hand.
can switch hands.
You can switch hands. You can never do two hands at the same time. You see all these eyes staring at you. Staring you down.
Fucking junior master.
They look at you. And a young man, a young man, he's very handsome. He turns to you and he goes, "Welcome, brother. My name is Samuel. Are you here to join us for tonight's festivities and merriment?"
Join who?
He gestures to all of his brothers and sisters, and he says, "The Father of Light would like you to join us tonight to celebrate under the stars."
Join you in what? What are you guys doing?
Enjoying each other's fellowship. And as they kind of gesture you forward, they sit you down on the log, and you see women, circle around you, and some of them are kissing you on the cheek and putting hands on you, and you're almost enveloped by these people as the camera cuts back into the hotel.
No blood, no more incest.
You have finished scanning all of the ground floor rooms. this hotel has frantic sounds up above, people racing around on stairwells or banister little hallways.
Yeah, so would he be coming up the stairs as we're going down?
Well, he only had enough to grab maybe a couple from second level or something like that. So
I think I do still have the key for 215 that she gave me earlier. And that's the...
I was going to say, do you have it?
I reached out to hand it to him. I think he took it.
I'm pretty sure I took it.
Yeah.
Okay. Pull from the tower to say you have it. No, I'm just joking.
I
don't have it.
Nope, she has it.
I don't have it. She has it. Whoever has 215 has it. Yeah. All right.
So I think with that being the, last key I have right now,
Okay.
and, in my mind, knowing it's a ghost and knowing that there's some crazy stuff happening,
Okay.
I think I'm going to make my way to that room.
Okay. So as you're walking, you hear more sounds from the museum. You hear a little child's laughter.
It's like a little girl.
A little girl, absolutely. You know it's Molly.
It's Molly. That will...
And you just hear from the darkness, do you want to play?
Molly, is that you?
And she says, you just hear very softly,
My name's not Molly.
she says, my name is Sabrina.
Sabrina. Where are you right now, Sabrina?
You hear more giggling, and you hear the soft footfalls racing deeper into the museum darkness.
I'm going to pull out trusty EMF and put the night vision goggles on.
Those are back at the table.
Oh, they are, damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll just go ahead and head into the museum.
And a cell phone flashlight.
Cell phone flashlight.
Okay.
Sabrina?
You're dying. Man, you're dying.
Sabrina, I'm here to help.
She says, Daddy will be home any minute, and he'll want to play with us when he gets home.
This is gonna be so sad.
Make a pull from the tower.
Gosh.
This is gonna be such a sad story. You have these top rows too, that everything would be super loose.
Looks like it would be loose, but it's not.
Daddy will be home any minute. He'll want to meet you when he gets back.
I don't want to meet Daddy.
Nobody wants
Oh my god.
Daddy will want to play games with us.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Sterling.
Do you need to come to this side?
I might.
It's at an angle right now.
Kathy, move over. I gotta move over.
Oh, easy! Kathy! Don't push the table. That was, by the grace of God, you were still... That would have been Kathy's death, too, pushing that table like that, yeah. Everybody just take a chill. Daddy will be home any minute. He'll want to play a game with us.
No one wants to meet Dad.
He doesn't even know how to grab the block right now.
Okay.
Oh God.
Let's play a game right now, Sabrina.
Let's not.
From behind you, you hear boom, 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 shh, boom. Sounds of a fight of sorts happening loudly behind you.
Mm-hmm. Sabrina, someone needs help. Where are they?
Mom says Daddy needs help.
Where is he?
He's down in the darkness.
Where's the darkness, Sabrina? If you tell me, I might be able to help.
And you kind of hear footfalls keep walking, right? Mm-hmm. And you keep following them?
Yes.
Okay.
I got sucked into some fucking hippie shit, alright?
You joined a
You're
cult.
you're going down the darkness.
You joined an incest cult.
And we turn, as you're continuing on to the darkness, you turn a corner, and it goes black.
Okay.
The lights turn back on, and you guys are racing down, and you're standing outside of 215.
Do we still hear stuff coming from in there?
Absolutely. There are sounds of something just being slammed up against the walls.
Can I jiggle the door?
Yeah.
See if it'll open?
I was gonna do the same thing.
I gave the key to that stupid YouTube guy.
Okay.
Do you know how to pick a lock?
No.
You put your hand on the doorknob, and for the door to be unlocked, I'm going to need you to make a pull from the tower.
Okay, I thought for a second you were gonna say more than one of those.
I almost did, but you're brave or stupid.
Nope. Oh. You know, I'll hush you.
And you hear a voice from within, a muffled, pained voice. It's an old man's voice. And you reach down and you touch the handle and you open it. And the door opens to darkness. And the sounds stop. And immediately there's a noxious smell coming from it. Not so much noxious, but there is definitely a scent to this room that just...
Like sulfur.
No. It smells like burnt herbs. Like some sort of kind of almost incense burning. Mm-hmm. And it smells... there's a strong metallic smell. And lastly, you open, as the door kind of creeps open more, light barely piercing into this darkness. You feel cold from the room just kind of wash over you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Should we go in there?
Yes.
It's just some brave bitches. Bitches love heroics. Dude, cake and heroics. Holy
Cake
shit.
and heroics.
You guys
So-
open the door and you reach in to hit the flashlight.
Yeah.
And you touch the wall and your hand, like, you immediately feel like liquid all over the wall, and you pull it back into the light and it's just blood is all over your hand. This is not the cake hand. This is blood hand now.
I think the cake's finally worn off. I've touched
You
enough
flip
things.
the light on and this room is a bloodbath.
Ice cream.
This room...
I'm gonna scream.
Oh, I thought you said ice cream.
That's what I decided.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I'm
No,
like,
it's blood.
I'm
It
going
looks
to
like
scream.
someone just took blood and just squirted it everywhere,
I'm
and
gonna
there is
scream.
just like carnage everywhere, and it almost looks. You were like, I'm done.
I'm out.
Okay, thanks for playing. Knock over the tower. I'm going home. And you both just see this room. Someone had been ripped to pieces in here, blood everywhere. I'm gonna need you both to make a pull from the tower.
No.
Damn it. Are
And
you
I'm
going
gonna-
first or am I going first?
Oh,
I'm gonna say because she opened the door, she goes first.
okay. You
So-
can go first.
That way you have the worser tower for her bold heroics kind of thing.
Good luck.
So as you open the door,
So,
this-
can I pull from this one or from this one?
we'll say 3 down.
3 down.
Yeah, 3 completely down.
Be that way. Then again, just because it
So,
looks like it's loose
You
doesn't
pull
mean it is
back
loose.
this bloody hand, you reach back in, you push
Nope.
forward and you flip on the light,
Nope.
and there's just blood everywhere. And as you're looking in, you see shreds of skin, shreds of carnage, and shreds of body parts.
Who the hell is it?
And then you see scrap pieces of uniform.
Oh my god.
Fritz had been murdered
Uniform
violently.
uniform like bellhop uniform then?
Exactly.
Okay.
And in the center
What did you
of
guys do that?
the room, in the center of the room, on the bed, is a dark brown leather-bound journal sitting on top of this trashed room. The bed overturned. We'll say that, like the dresser is, the mirror, the glass is shattered all over it, and on top of this dresser, on top of broken glass, untouched by the blood, is this brown leather journal or leather notebook.
I notice it, so I walk over and trying to avoid as much blood as possible, which is almost impossible.
Did he hear her screaming? Okay, I'm sorry.
He's in the
in a
darkness
second,
somewhere,
yeah.
but probably.
Did I hear it, by the way?
No,
So I can get out of
no.
my conundrum?
No, you're
I think
getting
you're
laid, son.
stuck
You're in the land of free
You're on
living.
an acid trip right now.
Yeah.
So I pick up
Hanging that high.
the journal
Hanging that high.
and I just start flipping through it.
Okay. The second you touch the journal, an overwhelming weight of hatred and sadness, guilt and loneliness washes over you. Make a pull from the tower.
Oh my god.
Easy, coming in hot. All right, you reach down and you place your hand upon this journal. The brown leather, you run your fingers over the top of it, curious about this journal. You feel, you place your hands upon this journal and you lift it up and you're overwhelmed. First by just unbridled emotion. This is overwhelming sense of love, affection, envy, jealousy, and then sadness, anger, betrayal, hatred. The weight of the journal is impossible in your hand as you lift it from the dresser. You open it and just page through it, and you see something dozen plus entries, handwritten, and a Polaroid falls out and lands face down in the blood.
I reach to pick up the Polaroid.
You reach and you flip it over and you kind of wash your hand, the blood off of it, and you see a young, beautiful, handsome man on one side. You see a little bit mid-30-something man. He's very handsome and charming in his own way, but definitely more aged. In the middle is a beautiful young woman, barely 20s. And she has this dark brown hair, and standing over them is a man in dark robes, and he has long hair, he has a long beard, and his gaze pierces you. And you had seen like little notes on the bottom of the Polaroid, and you flip it back over, and it says me, Sam, Dennis, and Rich. And it says 1962. And as you flip it back over and you're looking deep into this man's eyes, the camera cuts and he blinks and he says, "Welcome, brother." And he reaches his hands out of his robe and he goes to grasp your hand.
Now you're wishing you didn't leave the
This
hotel.
mid-30s man says, "Do not deny the Father of Light."
What is this?
He's like reaching out his hand to greet you.
Shake his hand.
Make a pull from the tower.
Did you say you're going to shake his hand or you're not
Yeah,
going
He
to
just
shake
shakes his hand and he makes a pull from the tower.
I feel like either way he would have made a pull from the tower.
You reach out and grasp this man's hand. In fact, we're good. You reach out and grasp this man's hand.
Is that fair game?
That is fair game.
Yeah.
And as you clasp it, you feel you feel his presence overwhelm you. This anger, this lust, this desire in this man for power. He seeks something beyond his reach, and nothing will stop him from getting it. You gain a sense of this man immediately as dangerous.
You test him so vigorously. Is this gonna work?
I'm so fucking sketched out right now.
And as you grasp his hand, he grasps it back, squeezing your hand tightly. His bony hands squeezing yours. And he looks at you and he says, I am the Father of Light. You may call me rich if you desire to place a label upon me. What is your label that society has given to you?
Larry? And about that same tone and crackle.
He lets go of your hand and he says, Larry, what brings you to the children of light?
We were staying at the Bullfrog Inn, the hotel. I don't.
Yes, this is our commune.
We're just driving through, man. We didn't. I'm not here for any special reason. Our van broke down, and we're literally leaving tomorrow.
Well, fate puts you in our path. There is no mistaking that. You are here with us now.
Do you guys have like a bathroom or something?
Is that what you say?
No. That's what I want to say to get the fuck out of this thing.
Yeah. He gestures and he says, You will be one of the brothers and sisters here with us. What is mine is yours, and what is yours is ours. Make him pull from the tower.
Oh my god, you're gonna fucking kill me no matter what. That's what you're gonna do. You kill me no matter what.
You have to earn your escape.
I can't, man.
By the way, you're too good at that creepy stuff.
Right?
Just
I'm
so
gonna sleep
deadpan and
What's mine is yours, and what's yours is ours.
Oh my god!
Won't you join us?
Fuck! I can't even put the block on.
there's an angle turn in the middle of the fucking tower. Don't get too close to it.
Can you please cut to somebody else now? Avert mine! Avert mine!
I want to live!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Kash, you shook the table when you stepped away. Off camera, Kash is just taking a deep breath with his head raised to the sky.
Oh, I'm sweating so bad. I don't even know what to do.
This is a worse tower than the end of the last time I played.
I'm
right.
still alive.
All right, so
You should have pointed that out! Your neck.
yeah, so we're gonna cut.
Thank fucking God.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I do think it's Kyle's scene. So
I gotta keep my mantra up somehow, right? What the fuck? Thanks, Kash. You killed me.
No, I saved myself. That's what I did.
all right, so we're in the darkness. Your cell phone light kind of held above your head, shining bright. And you're walking, kind of following these footfalls. And in a moment, you hear the footfalls stop. And like you're pretty much to where you feel like the museum kind of bends around the corner and then kind of stops. Mm-hmm. And it's definitely kind of deeper into the kind of back section, right? And you're standing there and you're kind of shining your light around. And what are you saying? Like, what are you doing?
What's in the darkness, Sabrina?
And you hear a little boy instead. And he says, "You can't talk to strangers. You're a stranger." And the little boy startles you.
The tower?
Make a pull from the tower.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Sterling.
Okay, well, thanks, Kash. You made that wonderfully easy for me.
Maybe the turn in the tower jiggled something.
Maybe.
But probably not down there. Nope.
Holy.
Oh my god.
You barely touch it. It's shaking already.
We're not supposed to talk to strangers. You're a stranger.
My name's Kyle.
Oh, he's role-playing while look at this badass.
If you tell me your name, then we won't be strangers anymore.
Oh my god.
He's a badass right here.
Maybe you could rotate the tower back.
No, don't do
Bad
that.
idea.
No.
Put a lot of weight on that table. Even getting up from the table is heavy. Yeah. And as you turn and you shine your light to where the voice would be, you actually see a boy standing before you. He's dressed in clothing that look straight out of the photos, ripped off the table, relics of a bygone age.
Oh, this isn't fun. Can we play a different game? I'd love to go back to Star Wars, Martin.
You talk to Daniel.
How much to be farmers, Martin?
You see this little boy standing there.
You don't have your camera. No one's gonna believe you.
There's like no...
Is it possible to reach a stalemate?
The thing is, the rules are I have to pull.
You can abandon a pull.
abandon your pull, but
That's...
I guarantee you this isn't the last pull you're going to be making, and it makes the situation worse. So, rule clarification, you can abandon a pull if the tower looks like a shitstorm sandwich, right? However, if you abandon a pull, it makes your situation incredibly worse than it already is. And right now he's in a dark hallway talking to ghost children.
Is that very bottom
in
one
pretty much
move?
pitch black.
No.
That would F you up for future polls.
I
too
don't think
much-
that's coming out. I mean, that's going to come out, but I don't think you're going to get it out.
Do it.
I mean,
He's going for it.
I think that's the best shot he's got.
Oh my gosh.
The whole fucking tower moved.
And as you
have
turn
to sit
and look at this boy standing before you. This boy's... Yeah, Kash really fucked you on that middle piece. This boy standing before you.
Oh my gosh.
He turns his head. He turns his head to face you. And there's a gaping hole in his face. It looks as though someone had shot him at point blank range straight in the face, right in the eye. And he has this hole that when you shine your light against him, he has a simple white face, the hole in his eye, and you can almost see bone and sinew in this cavity.
Do you know Sabrina?
Sabrina's my sister. How do you know my sister?
I'm helping her.
And then you hear a voice from behind you that says, "He's not a bad man, Rufus.
Is your name Rufus?
My mom said not to talk to strangers. She said Dad's coming home any minute.
Sabrina said Mom said Dad needs help. So we're going to the darkness to help him.
No one can help my dad.
Jesus Christ.
My dad is in the darkness, and Mom says he's gonna come back, but he's never coming back. Because the dark man won't let him.
Who's the dark man?
Awesome. It was nice
Take a
knowing
pull
you.
from the tower as you feel breath
It was nice knowing
down
you.
your neck. A daunting, towering
No,
figure
you can do this.
breathing down your neck behind
It's 3
you.
now, so you can pull from that one. I'm sorry. I'm
Hey, look at this
interrupting your...
This Jenga life coach right here.
Jenga life coach.
Yeah.
All right. If you make this pull, Sterling, you can get a milkshake later.
Sterling loves milkshakes. More than bitches love cake.
No, I'm laughing.
That's canon.
Cannon.
Oh my god. Were we gonna go get milkshakes after this then?
Did you get your milkshake after last Friday?
Yeah.
Ah, yay.
He'll never.
It moved.
He'll
It
never
did.
be able to leave. The dark man won't let him. And who's the dark man? Kyle asks.
No, that middle one, it
I
moved.
know, but I don't want to go at it from that angle.
Yeah, I think that's your best one.
Don't
can't
pick
even
it.
see it.
Don't pick it. Push it.
I have my fingers that don't want to go in.
Lightly finger it.
You are going to be on a timer in a few seconds.
No!
Screw you.
That's too mean!
There is a dark man breathing on his neck.
But look at what he has to do with it!
This is a life-threatening situation for
This
his
is
character.
a life-threatening situation! Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I had to put my finger down and steady the tower.
You have 15 seconds to complete.
You
your
got
pull.
this. You got this. Look at that. You got it.
That's not fun. Oh my god.
5 seconds.
Oh my god. Milkshake! I knew where I was.
And with the dark shudder upon his shoulders, upon his neck, we will call that an episode.
Oh my gosh.
Do you guys want to take a break or?
No.
We can't leave the table. It'll get knocked over.
No.
Yeah, you're not
Okay.
moving.
All right, I'm gonna.
No.
I need to reset the recording.
Explain to me how.
Yeah, no.